People always ask us, why do our custom bags take so long? And that's a little complicated to explain in a short Facebook comment. So let me show you. Here's what happens to your wildcard custom order from the moment you place the order to the moment we ship it out. The first thing that happens after we receive a wildcard custom order is that we put together a build list. This is a form that includes all the upgrades, components, and most importantly, custom design and color combo that you've picked for your pack. These can get pretty complicated with the amount of colors and fabrics we offer. That's why it's really important that we get the template built just right. We use real photos of the fabrics when building these templates so you can get a better idea of how the textural component of a fabric affects your bag's overall design. And once that's done, we send the design over to our customer to get their approval. Now, sometimes we get the design just right. It's perfect and we're off to the races. But in a lot of other times, there will be some back and forth between us and the customer as we fine-tune the look of their bag. So this whole process can actually take quite a lot of time.
So this is the bag that we have been designing with Adam for the past week. So now it's done, we're going to pass it to pre-production.
Here we can run into a whole nother set of hiccups, and that's material availability. Because stock can be a little volatile sometimes, we can be short on a certain fabric in a certain color or a buckle or any number of items in our extensive customization list. It's a terrible feeling to be missing like one buckle or one panel and then have that force the whole build to grind to a halt. But that's just how it is sometimes. That's it. Once we have all the necessary materials, they get processed into individual bundles, and those bundles get sent into production.
Our production team is quite small. Currently, we only have less than 10 people in total, and only 2 or 3 of them are working on the wildcard custom orders, such as the North Seeker. At full steam, we can make about 1.5 bags per day, which means we can make 5 to 7 custom bags per week, assuming there are no major delays. But of course, we rarely don't come into some kind of issue.
Yes, we are aware that 5 to 7 bags is not a lot of bags a week, but you have to understand these are complicated backpacks and they're made with tough materials and they're all expertly assembled by hand. And I believe that, the time that we put into building these bags is reflected in the quality of the finished product. And quality is one aspect that we will not compromise on.
When the production is done with the bags, so they come up to us like this, and we begin with QC process. So what we search for in QC is that we look at the piping, the condition of the fabric, and also the features that were added to the bag. For example, this is a wildcard North Seeker bag, and the customer asked for a custom sunglass compartment, and we found that the fabric of the sunglass compartment is actually damaged from a stitching process. So the first thing we will do is that we will inform the customers so they will be aware of the cost of delay in getting their orders done and shipped. And then we'll discuss with the production team on how to fix this issue, which in this case, we have the whole fabric of the sunglass compartment replaced with a new one. This process will usually take about a day or 2, and once it's done, it will get sent back to us and we'll do the quality check all over again before sending the order to the customer.
Now, we take QC very seriously because it is the last line of defense before the bag gets sent to you, the customer. That's why Patrick himself runs QC training workshops for both production and customer service so that everyone is on the ball to make sure that you get the best bag that we can produce.
We're talking about QC. If the bag is not able to do things like this, that means QC problem or design problem. Then we have to figure out how to fix it. Okay? Questions so far?
Once the build passes QC, it gets sent back to the build order creator for one final round of checks. This includes referencing the build list, double-checking all the upgrades, and making sure that all the added accessories that were requested by the customer are present and available. We ship packages out every single day, all over the world, and depending on where you are, it could take a couple of days to a couple of weeks from when the packages leave our workshop here in Kajang to when it arrives on your doorstep. At this point, the order is out of our control and in the very trusted hands of our delivery partner, DHL. We will provide you with a tracking number, but there's no real way for us to tell the plane to fly faster. However, if you are in Malaysia, we do offer the option for self-collection, so you can come down to our workshop here in Kajang to pick up your order fresh from the oven. So that's it. That's the entire process from order to delivery for one of our wildcard custom bags. Believe me when I tell you that we want to ship these amazing bags out to you as soon as we can. But building one-off fully custom bags from scratch every single time can be a little bit complicated. So all that we ask is for your patience and to trust the process. Thank you.
Sweet gift. Okay, tak ada apa. Now to pre-production stage. Oh, I forgot to walk out.
I know.
Less than 10 people working on it. Asal working on it.
And we will done a thorough QC